What's going on, YouTube? I'm back. Another video. This video I want to talk about Christian rappers as role models. I watched a video from The Crew, which was a response video to Trackstarz, who I am subscribed to both channels. So you guys check them out. Trackstarz is an awesome channel. It's a radio based, channel, which you have a group of artists talk about Christian hip hop and Christianity and the world in general. And these guys are really cool people. You guys should check them out. It's Trackstarz, with an S, with a Z. Ends with a Z. TRACKSTARZ. Check them out. They're awesome. But anywho, I want to talk about this because I think about my life. I was thinking about what he was talking about how Christian rappers, they don't want to be role models necessarily because they feel that people are going to idolize them and people are going to think of them as, the only way to God and stuff like that, which is kind of understandable. At the same time, I feel that, the reason why you would want to rap is because you didn't have that person, that father figure, or that, person that you look up to. For me, I could kind of relate to a lot of, Christian, people like that, who are Christians, and they came into the Lord and they got a fire for God, but they didn't have nobody who they could really disciple them. And that was kind of me because when I got saved, at 14, and getting saved and, having, coming, in my background, coming up with a single parent household and stuff like that, and not really having not really having a progressive minded Christian community around me that was really into Christian rap, that was really looked how I look, talked how I talk, think like I think, type of deal. I don't really have that growing up. So like when I hear Lecrae, when I hear Triple E, these guys talk the slang. You guys know it's like, know what it's like living in a world full of sin, being young, trying to do what's right, but you got all this type of temptation around you with females, drugs, alcohol, all that type of stuff. Like, I feel very safe listening to like a Triple E, like especially his first album. Like when I heard Follow the Crowd, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so me. When I hear Lecrae song like we don't do it no more with R Swift, like the earlier stuff, like I'm like, man, I can relate to that stuff. Even the newer stuff like D1, I'm a Christian. It's so many songs that I can really relate to, just being young and coming up in faith. And I've been working with God for over 6 years now, so I could say I'm pretty well experienced as a Christian. I went through I did do a lot of trials, had a lot of bumps in the road. I had to learn a lot of things on my own. Even though I came from a Christian household, it wasn't, I didn't really have, I didn't really have like a community I could really look towards because of, my area. It's a very blue collar, poverty stricken type of area where a lot of people, the only thing they have is drugs. All they have, is like, they work at Walmart or work at Dollar General, stuff like that. It's I came from, that's the type of community I was, I lived in. I still lived there, at the time, and then, on top of that, just not having nobody who really understands, Christian hip hop, who understands, being a Christian but still being an artist, still having, a progressive mindset. Because, for me, growing up in my denomination, if it's not singing and shouting, then it's not of God. That's like a lot of people's mentality. So when people hear gospel rap, they think, oh, it's of the devil, it's this and that, yada yada yada. You can't be saved in rap, even though rap is poetry, rhythm and poetry. They don't understand that. They just think of rap. They think of thugs, drugs, hoochie mamas, all that type of stuff. So like rap a hip hop gets a bad rap in the church because of what hip hop has been over the last 25, 30 years. With all the negativity you see on TV and stuff like that. So that's why I feel like I feel like as an artist, a spoken word artist, I want to be that big brother I want to be that big brother, that mentor to a lot of these, youngsters who are looking up to me because, I look at my generation, it's pretty heartbreaking when I see a lot of kids, come from broken families. They come from, they're very misunderstood by their parents. Like it's very heartbreaking, because um I did grow up in a single parent household. At least I had structure. At least there was structure. And a lot of kids don't even have that. So like when I see a lot of these kids, it makes me want to write. It makes me want to go harder in my poetry, because I got a whole nother generation looking at me as as a way of hope and as a way of escape. So that's why I pray that God makes me a better man, so that I could lead a whole nother generation. So that's why I really want to do this video. So shout out to the crew for addressing this topic. Shout out to Trackstarz. Shout out to all the Christian artists that's doing their thing. Propaganda, Lecrae, D1, Gemstones, Annie Mineo, all them. Shout out to them. So with that being said, sign out. Peace.